In today's issue, we will tell you about 5 cases of tragic deaths of actors on the set. Some of them were waiting for the crew to put up the next shot. Someone passed away during the filming of a take. And some we didn't even get to see on the big screens because of their untimely demise. Steve Irwin. Steve Irwin was heralded as the crocodile hunter, bravely wandering through hostile, wild places to tell viewers about dangerous and exotic creatures. In September 2006, Irwin and his team were filming a documentary about the Great Barrier Reef in Australia. Irwin and cameraman Justin Lyons were on a small raft in shallow water when they encountered a ray 8 feet wide. Irwin approached the boat and wanted to take a picture of the stingray swimming away, but instead of moving on, the stingray attacked Irwin, probably mistaking the man's shadow for one of his natural predators, such as a tiger shark. Stingrays don't just pounce once. Justin Lyons said the creature struck hundreds of blows in a matter of seconds, inflicting a lethal dose of venom and slicing Irwin's heart 2 inches wide. The crocodile hunter was 44 years old. Brandon Lee. Raven was one of the best comic book movies of the 90s, which really should have made Brandon Lee an even bigger star in Hollywood. Unfortunately, this movie instead involved Brandon Lee's tragic death. On March 31, 1993, while filming The Crow, Brandon, son of martial arts master and movie actor Bruce Lee, was fatally wounded. A plug stuck in the barrel was not noticed by crew members and flew out when the blank cartridge. As a result, it pierced Brandon Lee's abdomen and lodged in his spine, causing massive hemorrhaging. 12 hours later, he died in hospital at the age of 28. Jon-Erik Hexham. In 1984, while filming the television show Undercover, the muscular, handsome Jon-Erik Hexham began fiddling with a prop shotgun, then fanned a blank cartridge, put the barrel to his head, imitating a game of Russian roulette, and pulled the trigger. The absorbent cotton from the empty barrel flew out of the trigger and hit Hexham in the temple. He was rushed to the hospital, where he underwent 5 hours of surgery. 6 days later he was pronounced brain dead. The actor was 26 years old. Vic Morrow. Friday, July 23, 1982, was a normal day on the set for Vic Morrow, until a terrible accident claimed his life while filming The Twilight Zone. In this scene, Morrow had to escape from a U.S. Army helicopter in Vietnam, dragging 2 young Vietnamese children with him. Unfortunately, during the filming of the scene, the helicopter hovering over the actors failed due to a pyrotechnic explosion, causing it to crash onto the 3 actors. Morrow and one of the children were decapitated and the other child was crushed to death.
Martha Mansfield. You've probably never heard of early film actress Martha Mansfield. She never developed into the huge star she could well have been, because her bizarre, premature death doomed her to lists like this one. On Thanksgiving Day 1923, the 23-year-old Mansfield was filming her final scenes for the movie The Warrens of Virginia, Civil War. She celebrated the end of filming by hanging out in the car on the set with friends and colleagues. One of her crew members lit a match, and the flame immediately spilled over into the thin fabric of Martha's costume. It instantly engulfed her in flames, but one of the actors rushed into action, throwing his coat over Mansfield, which put out the fire on her neck and face. The coat was not enough to completely put out the fire. She was rushed to a nearby hospital, but the damage was done. Mansfield died as a result of severe burns to most of her body.